He's causing some big problems. As a result, tonight I40 is closed in both directions. TDOT tells us the closure is just west of the Tennessee-North Carolina state line. We're talking right around mile marker 450. You know, over the last several hours, we've been seeing pictures from that area. State Representative Jeremy Faison from Cosby posting these to social media showing floodwaters covering interstate lanes. He says he's been told by TDOT that no one is left in the cars that you see that were partly underwater, so at least some good news there. Now here's a closer view in a video posted by TDOT spokesperson Mark Nagy, and it shows a big rig and at least 2 cars stranded in the floodwaters. TDOT has also been mentioning a rock slide playing a role in the closure, but so far we have not seen the slide for ourselves. And here's another view of the damaged spot thanks to Amber Yoder traveling through the area from South Carolina. This also gives us a look at a problem to deal with once the water goes down. We're talking mud down tree limbs, gravel piled high, apparently blocking the off-ramp at exit 451. And just in the last few minutes, another perspective on the flooding in that area.
The stage just went, we're stuck here. We're a little stranded. The stage just went.
Mahala Owen sharing this video with us. Look at all the water surging downstream, carrying off a performance stage that was previously somewhere below the porch where this video was taken. Our list rolls on with a big decision from the nation's highest court, with Tennessee at the center of it. The Supreme Court ruling today that Tennessee's law blocking transgender kids from receiving gender-affirming care does not violate the Constitution. It was a 6-3 decision. Conservative Chief Justice John Roberts writing, quote, Tennessee concluded that there is an ongoing debate among medical experts regarding the risks and benefits associated with administering puberty blockers and hormones to treat gender dysphoria, gender identity disorder, and gender incongruence. Now, the law's ban on such treatments responds directly to that uncertainty. This also clears a path now for similar legislation passed in 24 other states to take effect. Republican lawmakers and Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti calling the decision today a landmark victory for Tennessee.
It's a case about medical treatment. It's driven by a debate about medical evidence, and the law here prohibits medical treatments in certain circumstances where the legislature heard a lot of evidence that the treatments aren't appropriate. So, for parents looking for more guidance beyond that, this is a law regulating the practice of medicine in Tennessee. It is not the one-size-fits-all solution to all questions anybody has about these issues.
And we reached out to the Tennessee Equality Project to hear how this might affect the trans community.
For people in the trans community who want to access gender-affirming care, this is in the state of Tennessee for youth. This is a devastating ruling because it means that, there was some hope that if this was overturned and was found unconstitutional, that there would be a way for trans youth in Tennessee to access care at home. And they've had to travel out of state since the law was passed in 2023. And now that means that, for the foreseeable future, that is the path that trans kids, trans youth, and their families will have to take.
Now, today, Chief Justice Roberts wrapped up his opinion by writing the Supreme Court's only role was to ensure the law does not violate the Constitution. It took the Supreme Court about 6 months to reach this decision. Next on our big story list at 7, a judge setting a bond this morning for Alicia Williams, the woman accused of driving her minivan into Shannondale Assisted Living Facility this past weekend. The crash, as we've reported, killed 96-year-old Walter Humphrey. On Saturday, police responded to an apartment complex early that morning where an officer was told Williams was suicidal and homicidal. Minutes later, police were called to the crash scene. According to court records, Williams said she was attempting suicide. 6 News legal analyst Greg Isaac says it is likely Williams will have to undergo an evaluation.
What you're going to see, I predict in this case, as it unfolds and winds through the criminal justice system, is really a focus on the mens rea, that means the middle state of the person that's accused.
Williams' bond was set at $75,000. She is due back in court on July 24th. Knoxville police are searching for a man accused of threatening a woman at gunpoint. Officers are trying to locate 30-year-old Javonta Miles. He's wanted for aggravated domestic assault from an incident that happened last Friday in the Montgomery Village community. If you know where he is, you are asked to please contact Knoxville Police. A man accused of helping a suspect in the murder of a deputy hide from investigators appeared in court this morning. Maurice Warren was arraigned today on the charge of being an accessory after the fact. He is slated to be in court again on August 22nd. As we reported, Warren was indicted back in April. He's accused of buying phones and SIM cards for Kenneth DeHart. This takes us back to February of 2024 and the deadly shooting of Blount County Deputy Greg McCowan. Kenneth DeHart is accused of opening fire on McCowan and Deputy Shelby Eggers after DeHart was pulled over for a traffic stop. That shooting led to a manhunt. 2 others are also facing accessory charges: DeHart's brother Marcus and DeHart's girlfriend Carrie Matthews. Kenneth DeHart was granted a new preliminary hearing earlier this month. Of course, we'll keep following these cases for you. A new attraction has opened in Pigeon Forge, bringing a new type of ride and audience to the area. In a ribbon-cutting ceremony today, the same creators of Ark Encounter, a Christian attraction in Williamstown, Kentucky, unveiled the Truth Traveler. It's located off the Pigeon Forge Parkway. The attraction takes you on a virtual reality ride through biblical scenes and a planetarium. CEO Ken Ham told us after the success they saw with a similar VR ride in Kentucky, they chose to bring the Truth Traveler to Tennessee. The Pigeon Forge tourism director says it is a win-win scenario.
Sort of the lifeblood of our industry here, the hospitality industry, and having a brand new attraction. Any season of the year, see about 80% of the people who come here are repeat guests. So we always need new things for people to come and see.
He says over 8 million people visit Pigeon Forge each year, and the CEO tells us they hope to gain more attention that way.